Hi ma'am, this is Alekia from CSE. I'm going to explain about the recursive design parser. Parser is a software which takes the input string and checks whether it is in accordance with the grammar predictions or not. Recursive design parser is also a top-down parser. It can be viewed as an attempt to find the leftmost derivative of the input string. In sentential form, it is a collection of terminals and non-terminals. And leftmost derivative means from left-hand side, the leftmost starting non-terminal is replaced with the respective production rules on the right. If the grammar eliminates the left recursion, then the grammar is parsed by the recursive design parser. Now we will check how to implement this recursive design parser. First, we scan the input string and assign it to the IP pointer. And now we check for the e function to be valid. If it is valid, and then we print string is successfully passed, else we print the error in the passing string. Now we check what exactly happens in this e function. In this e function, first we print the action e tends to t e dash, and checks for the t function to be valid. If it is valid, and then we go for the e dash function to be valid. If it is also valid, then we return 1, else return 0. Then we check what exactly happens in this e dash function. At first, if the character pointer ip points to the plus character, then we print the action e dash tends to plus t e dash, and we increment the pointer and checks for the t function to be valid. If it is valid, then we check e dash function to be true. If it is true, then we return 1, else return 0. If the character pointer doesn't point to the plus character, then we print e dash tends to null and return 1. Now we see what happens in the t function. We print the action t tends to ft dash and checks for the f function to be true. If it is true, then we go for the t dash function to be true. If it is also true, then we return 1, else return 0. Then we go for the t dash function. If the ip character points to the star character, then we print the action t dash tends to star ft dash and then increment the pointer. If the f function is true, then we check for the t dash function to be true, and if it is true, then return 1, else return 0. If the character pointer doesn't point to the star, then we print the action t dash tends to null and then return 1. Now we check for the f function. If the f function if the character pointer points to the open bracket character, then we print the action f tends to open bracket e and the close bracket and increment the pointer. Then we check for the e function to be true. If it is true, and if the character points to the close bracket, then we increment the pointer and return 0. If the character doesn't point to the open bracket and points to the I, then we increment the character IP pointer and then print the action f tends to id and then return 1, else return 0. Now we check for the compilation of this program. So first we give the command. Now we have to enter the input string. So I am giving the input string as I plus I star I, and we are getting this output as an action. So the program is successfully compiled and we have print the string is successfully passed. So this is what the recursive design parser do, and hence I conclude the program here. Thank you, ma'am.